In this video, we're going to try to address the question whether exposure is the best method of language learning. What does exposure mean? It means that you simply try to experience as many human spoken audio samples as possible, and also re-expose your brain to those samples with a system of spaced repetition for review. Now, I've probably thrown a lot of terms at you, but let's have a look at my language learning application, which is built mainly using data from Mozilla Common Voice. And today we're actually going to start a session in the Romanian language, and we'll see what the data available. There's probably a new release. In this application, I think I'm using Common Voice 12, which has lots of MP3s, I think over 10,000. And each of those has a transcript. So let's just play. I'm going to only look at Common Voice validated samples for this video.
Am dovedit că nu cunoaștem limite morale.
Not sure what he said, but something about moral limits.
Am dovedit
Dovedit
că nu cunoaștem
to know something.
limite morale. Am dovedit că nu cunoaștem limite morale.
To know something limite morale. I don't know one of these words here, so it's going to get it wrong.
Am dovedit că nu cunoaștem limite morale.
Okay, we've showed that we don't know moral limits. And yes, you see that some letters are missing. So in the diff, they're shown to me in yellow. Theirs is just shorthand for the official transcript. Yours is, of course, mine, the program telling me, hey, this is yours. This is the wrong transcription for this dictation exercise. Let's do another one.
Analizăm în prezent legalitatea acestea. Analizăm în prezent legalitatea acestea.
So we examine the present the legality of this action. I think I got it right, so we probably won't get any feedback.
Analizăm în prezent legalitatea acestea.
I had a typo there. And you'll see that, yes, you have to transcribe it perfectly. This program doesn't distinguish between success and, well, it distinguishes only between success and failure. Partial success or 99% right is simply wrong. So you'll have to repeat the sentence 5 minutes later or so, and that's really okay. We can never underestimate how much repetition we need in this funny process called language learning. Next.
Haideți să nu facem acest lucru.
It's a new.
Haideți să nu facem acest lucru.
And you could put a comma after the no. Let's not do this thing, he's saying. Hey, let's not do this thing. Hey, you will. But in this application, we don't really care about punctuation. It's not a fundamental part about language, which is mainly spoken and heard. Commas are something more so for writing. So we'll submit this. And maybe you heard that, maybe you didn't. I'm not sure about this one, we'll see. Yeah, I missed a few things here. You'll notice that the keyboard, if I go here, the keyboard is Romanian, so it means I can type the diacritics easily without holding keys down. We'll play a few more, and hopefully you can hear this. I'm not sure about this one, but something about the meeting suspended. Yeah. And a lot of these are review for me. Okay, whoops. Okay, we'll play a few more.
Ce se va întâmpla la final?
What's going to happen in the end? It's a question, but you don't need the question mark. And just to say the obvious, you have the audio element here, and you have your text area. And that's it. It's a very simple UI. You're constantly doing dictation exercises for sessions of 25 minutes. Something like this. The Syrian people will not take a knee, or they don't bow or bend in the face of tanks. And our scientific approach should not be modified. Abordarea noastră științifică should not be modified. No. Don't need that. Okay. Spelling mistakes here. And hopefully you hear the audio. Doesn't always, it's not always captured in Zoom. Something about courses, or cooking, haircuts, and various professions. And we probably don't need to play the whole session. I want to get back to the question whether exposure is the best method. I haven't played this for a few months in Romanian, so I'm a bit rusty, but my success is relatively okay.
Să nu cunoaște limite morale.
Yeah, okay. I've just played this, so we've proven that we don't know moral limits.
Să nu cunoaște limite morale.
Au fost adoptate rezoluție după rezoluție.
Au fost adoptate. We probably don't need to play this, so I'm going to now go to the question about exposure, and go to the home page. It's going to be a bit slow. I'll say a thing or two about performance. It's thinking because performance is a bit expensive to calculate, because I have a lot of what are called transactions. Those are individual transcriptions written for the 20,000 or so exercises. So yeah, you see that things aren't so rosy. I haven't played for a while, but the last month I did play, my success was 75% without any actual new exercises coming into play. So you'll see that originally my success overall is 63%, just doing this blind transcription without looking up too many words in the dictionary, but as maybe it was a shortfall. The success when I'm playing new exercises, only 38%. Then in the second month that I'm playing, it drops to 19%. This is in the year 2021. And you'll see that only by April 2022 does success on new exercises pass 70%. It leaps to 74%, in fact. And that's when I was certified, shall we say, as a C1 speaker in Romanian by various different instructors. So what I think is that if you just do dictation exercises and focus on capturing the sound, that eventually you're also going to understand what you hear, provided that your brain is exposed to enough samples. So and if I look at other statistics, the UI is not that great, but you'll see like cumulative transactions, cumulative positions, and the last two columns. So I'm going to go back to this April 2022. And so by the time I was C1, I had done over 40,000 transcriptions, but sometimes a lot of the time actually you're reviewing so that you've actually only been exposed to 8,700 exercises. So it's a bit less than 10,000. The next month I reached 10,000 and almost 50,000 transcriptions written. So yeah, my hypothesis is that without doing any direct academic language acquisition, that just using data from, again, Mozilla Common Voice, you can get it here, Common Voice Mozilla.org, you can develop your own language learning application doing these just exercises just like this. Let's do it.
Au fost adoptate rezoluție după rezoluție.
Something like this. I think that's right. Let's try it. Yeah. We just saw this. It's not. So what if you've seen all the exercises and you're just typing them fast? Are you really going to get good at the language? Or really going to get better? But remember, our key metric or our KPI in software terms, key performance indicator, is not success. You could have high success, for example, in June 2021, I have 74% success overall, but doing new exercises 32%. That means that when you hear new things, you not only don't understand it, but you don't even hear it. I think you're not able to write the words. That means you can't participate in a conversation with a native who isn't an instructor at, say, the A1, the B1 level. You really need much greater rate of success when you're faced with completely new sentences that are said to you. And that doesn't come until you don't reach that level until let's say you've done 60,000 of these transcriptions and you have 13,000 different exercises in play in your brain. So you've loaded them into your neural machine, so to speak. And that's the idea with exposure. We'll leave it at that.